A cold winter evening. The wind howled through the empty streets as Ethan drove home after a long shift. The road was dark, the headlights barely cutting through the thick fog rolling in from the river. Then, he saw it dot a splash. A struggle. Something was in the water. Ethan squinted, his hands tightening on the wheel. His breath caught when he saw a dog desperately fighting against the raging current. The animal yelped, its eyes wide with terror as it was pulled deeper into the freezing river. Without a second thought, Ethan slammed on the brakes. He jumped out, ripping off his coat. The river was freezing, but there was no time to think. He dove in, the shock of the ice-cold water stole his breath, but he pushed forward. Stroke after stroke, he fought against the current, his eyes locked on the helpless creature. The dog sank. No. Ethan kicked harder, reaching out. His fingers brushed the wet fur, and with every ounce of strength, he grabbed the dog and pulled it up. Gasping for breath, he held onto the trembling animal and dragged them both to shore. Ethan collapsed onto the muddy riverbank, shivering, his chest heaving. The dog lay beside him, soaked and barely breathing. Then, something unexpected happened. The dog whimpered, then weakly licked Ethan's hand. His heart pounded. Was it alive? He checked its pulse. It was faint. The dog needed warmth. Fast stripping off his soaked sweater, Ethan wrapped the animal in it and rushed to his car. Ethan took the dog to an emergency vet. They said 5 more minutes in the water, and it wouldn't have survived. He learned that the dog had no owner. It had been abandoned and left to die. Ethan adopted the dog, naming him River, after the place where their story began. A week later, Ethan woke up to River standing by his bed, wagging his tail, healthy, strong, and forever grateful.